Hello, good afternoon and welcome back to Rangers Radio. This post-match show joining myself, Fox, is Fox and Bridgeman. Well, you happy with that, boys?
I'm happy with that.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Exactly the way I said it would go. We'll mollocate them. Win 3-0. Arfield got a hat-trick. No, really pleased.
3 lovely finishes, Fox, eh?
Aye, 3 well-taken goals. Scott Arfield was very good today. I think he only had 3 chances in the game and scored well 3. But I wasn't expecting Rangers 3, the Stoolmen 0. Because they're absolute shit, aren't they? Shit.
Well, they started okay, and then once we get the first goal, we run it. Really, if I'm being honest, 3-0 complimented them, Bridgeman.
Sorry, pal. I was just getting distracted there. What was that?
Oh, I thought we scored against the run of play, the first goal. What did you think, Ox?
Fair, mate. Fair. They were huffing and puffing. They got themselves in a couple of decent situations, and then we never broke away. It was a pass into Candias, who for me that was one of the first time we've won a blue jersey. Knocked it to Defoe. He played the right pass, never got the weight right. It carried off. The Motherwell player fell nice for Arfield and a nice finish.
Yeah, indeed, yes, indeed.
And then obviously the second goal, the centre half made, put the boy under pressure. He get robbed of the ball. Nice pass into, I think it was Jack, again, who wasn't great in possession in the first 20 odd minutes. He knocked into Arfield and another clever finish.
Yeah, and the third goal was just a peach, wasn't it? To me, just a peach, you know.
Well, again, we robbed them. We worked hard and got the ball back, and Defoe, unselfish, passed it to Arfield, and another nice finish. And by the way, what a finish that was with Defoe when he was never offside.
I know, I was a shock. That's a disgraceful decision, isn't it? When you think about it today. Wow.
The cut of the grass shows he was onside, you know.
Yeah.
So 3-0, and then it could have been anything you like, but we sort of stopped playing, Fox, eh?
Aye. I thought in the first half, I was surprised. I was expecting a battle between Flanagan and the boy Hasty, but Flanagan was, for me, our best player in the first half. I thought he won nearly every challenge. I thought he passed the ball quite well as well. And he was definitely the first half, my man and the best man for the Rangers in that half.
I'll be glad to hear what other people think. If people want to join us, what's the number, Bridge?
The number's 0141 356 1972.
Where else can you join us, Fox?
You can join us at rangersradio.online, where we'll bring you into the call.
On Skype. Well, we'll be joined with our first caller this afternoon. How are we doing, Rudy?
Rudy.
Evening, gents. How we doing?
How you doing, Rudy?
What
did you have for lunch? What did you have for lunch, Rudy?
I know it's Sunday roast afternoon. I'll be heading.
Oh, it's afternoon stuff, right? Okay. Are you making it?
Oh no, I'm going to the boozer for it. Nice.
I love it.
It'll be a happy Sunday today compared to some of the Sundays I've went out for my dinner. I thought that was after about 20 minutes it took us Ox to get into that game.
I would agree with it.
So I thought there was only one team that looked like they were going to win that, to be honest with you. I thought some of the football today was really good. And I thought Flanagan put in another good performance today again. A wee bit, he's more solid at the back, and he maybe no gay going forward what Barisic should give you, but he's just like a proper old-fashioned fullback. That's what he is,
Likes a tackle, Rudy.
My kind of fullback Ox, to be honest, and I've said that before about him. See, if he puts in that kind of performance, I see absolutely no reason why you can't have a more consistent run in the team, But I just thought today it was an all-round really good performance. Scott Arfield, man of the match, obviously, 3 goals. But then Davis, again, for me, I thought played really, really well today as well, orchestrating things. I thought Kamara played well. I thought Jack played well. I thought Big Katic played well today as well. So there wasn't really a bad performance as such after the 20 minutes. The first 20 minutes, though, I have to be honest, I was sitting there and I'm like, no, another one of these games,
Aye. we play well and then we play so poorly. The goal changed the game.
It certainly did. Once Scotty Arfield got that going, and he took it. In fact, he took his 3 goals really well. And fair play to Defoe for the third one as well, squaring it. If that's Alfredo, does Alfredo square it or does he have a go himself? I think probably we know the answer to that. A proper team player there, squares it for Arfield. But fair play to Scotty Arfield, because I've been one of the Bears on here. I think. Can't remember who else it was a couple of weeks back there, and we were giving him it a wee bit tight, Blue Star. Blue Star
feels as if his motivational skills have got Arfield to that position. But he's played really well, hasn't he? In the last sort of 2-3 games, he's scoring goals now, which is what we've been asking him today, Ox. This is what we've been asking of Arfield. Not just Arfield, other midfielders as well, but especially Arfield. He's got to play in that more forward position. And have we stumbled across, I don't know, a formation? Have we came across this formation now simply because Alfredo's been out and it looks like it works well? Great result the other night against Hearts, then another cracking result the day with some really good football. All in all, 2 really good performances in the last couple of games, I think. Aye, quite happy. 6 goals, none against. Katic's performance for you, Fox, then, Bridge?
Steady, very steady today. Done what he had to do. Took a few knocks in the game, but got up again and played on, mate. I thought we've seen the usual one mistake for the back, and it was Goldson late in the game, poor control, allowed the ball to go to the Motherwell winger who clipped it in, and the boy couldn't get in the end. But apart from that, the 2 of them were rock solid.
Yeah, I agree with that. I thought that Katic was outstanding today. He got twisted up mixed up between him and Flanagan, and allowed that young lad to get out hasty. Is it hasty you call him? They're going to get through. I thought he did very well anyway. I thought he did a overall smashing game. Took a couple of hard knocks, so he might be out for the next game. Although he's got 2 weeks to keep himself fit, or get himself fit, should I say. But I'm not very pleased. Sorry?
The big plus for me was he was coming ahead on that. He's not waiting and he's getting up and he's coming.
Absolutely.
I'll say, Rudy, I'm trying to think of the centre halves that maybe were your heroes, Wally Woodburn and George Young and that, Woody. No, Colin Jackson.
Duke Bailey.
He's coming Bailey. The ball at a decent height, and that's.
Aye.
Then you're winning the ball, you're clearing it, and he can get up a height.
Well, the thing was, there was at one point in the season, I'm talking about sort of maybe after 2 or 3 months of the season, Ox, there was a kind of rumour kicking about that it more or less been dropped because the coaching staff, they weren't that happy with him, and heading the ball or coming for the ball and stuff. I can't really see that, because out the 3, I'm not talking about Macaulay here, obviously, out the 3 centre backs that we play kind of regularly, he seems to me to be the best one at that, and I think he'll go from strength to strength. Katic, I've always liked him. I don't really understand. I know he had some problems. He might have had a dip in his confidence early in the season, but I think he had a really solid game today. I think you could see talking about the defence. It kind of looks like they're capable of chucking one in at some point in the game. But if you're 3 or 4 ahead, it's not so much a problem. It's in a tight game, it could be a problem, obviously, But Big Katic, I can only see him going from strength to strength if he stays after the summer, which I'm sure he will do.
Potential there, Fox?
Aye, I think he's a good big centre half. I think he's going to go on to be one of our centre halves in the future. For me,
young Fox, isn't he, as well? So he's
a young for a centre half, mate.
So he's still got a lot to learn yet, Ox. So he's got plenty of time ahead of him, but he needs to start putting the performances in, like he did today when he gets the opportunity. Worrell will be away; he'll be waiting on at Forest at the end of the season. So it's time for him to claim his place, really.
Mm-hmm. I will see. He is young for that position. We'll see where it takes us. Anyway, if you want to join us, give your thoughts. It's 0141 356 1972, or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online. You'll be brought into the call. We'll get a next caller coming in, the one and only JFK. Afternoon, JFK. You enjoy that?
Afternoon, guys. Yes, I certainly did. Very much so. Hi, Rudy. Yeah, it was an all-round fantastic team performance. I was made eat my words there today. I thought Tavernier was absolutely wonderful today. No get any complaints for that. I agree with what Rudy says there about when Jermaine was through. If that had been Fred, I would have said that 100% Fred would have went for it himself. So he showed he's a team player there, and that's good to see. I thought Katic had a fantastic game as well. Although Jermaine didn't score, his all-round play was good. Stephen Davis again had another fantastic game. So onwards and upwards, I thought a great display. Although I just come up the stair and after listening to the McFadden fella, and it's the Greens oozing out him, couldn't give any plaudits at all. It was 3 lucky goals more or less through bad errors by him. This is a guy that scored a lucky goal against France, and he thinks he's a world star. So we're not going to get credit. So, but for us, it's all that matters what we think. So, all-round performance for me, fantastic. Loved it. Brilliant.
I mean, every goal's doing an error, isn't it? I mean, obviously the ball ricochets for the first one. They get mugged in possession for the next 2 goals, but it was your Preston that done it, Fox.
Aye, I thought the midfield 3 were terrific today as well. After we get out of the sticky patch of the opening quarter, an hour or 20 minutes, Steve Davis seemed to be like a deep-lying playmaker at the back. Both Jack and Kamara were neat on the ball. Some of the situations we were in, we getting surrounded with Motherwell, their quick feet and quick passing got us out of trouble quite a lot. And that midfield 3 is looking pretty good at the moment for me.
Rudy, we might have stumbled on something, just maybe it might be just a week too late, but we might have stumbled on something.
Aye, that's what I was thinking, coming to the end of the game, Ox. I was thinking, with Alfredo, his trials and tribulations that we've discussed for many an hour on here. And maybe Steven Gerrard's came across a formation, that if only we'd have maybe discovered earlier on in the season, if we'd have came across it. But, sometimes needs must, and he's decided, look, let's go with this, let's see how it works out. And it worked well the other night there, and it looks like it's worked well again, Ox. Will he play that in the next game? Well, Alfredo's still out, he's got another 2 games after this. Like he's going to miss. I'm really impressed with Jermaine Defoe. I think he's really coming on to a game, and it's like Jimmy said there, he deserved a goal today for me because I thought his all-round play today was excellent. It really did. I mean, sets up Scotty Arfield twice there, didn't he? I think his all-round play was excellent today. But as you say, formation stumbled upon it possibly, but I would like to see maybe stick with that to the end of the season and just see how far it takes us, Ox.
Anyway, we've also been joined by Albert straight for church. You might not have seen the game. How we doing over there?
No bad, mate. Aye. I took a wee telly into the pew. I was watching it. I was praying and watching at the same time.
Right. How was Mass today, all right?
Steady now, steady. I just phoned up, by the way. To you just to come clean here, by the way. 6 of the players that played today were on my list to get rid of.
Well, we know you said that to Steven Gerrard.
I've now revised it. I've revised it.
Listen, maybe you've got 2 6 up your sleeve.
No, they 6 are staying on. I'm on the list now.
We've also been joined by Dermarnock in. Afternoon, Dermarnock.
Oh, hello, Dermarnock. Good afternoon, lads. Good game of day.
Team performance.
Aye, good team performance. I think with Flanagan and Katic in there, Katic puts his head in where it hurts. Not, I mean, he doesn't care for an injury. Flanagan, we know he's pretty hard. So I think we had to have that for the first 3 off against them because they're animals, and we couldn't be shrinking violets. And I think that kind of showed through the rest of the team that we were going in for the 50-50s and actually winning them and tracking back. So aye, a good team performance. And funny enough, we never really missed Morelos, but Kent was missing as well, unfortunately. So, but aye, it was a different formation, I think, wasn't it? Not that I'm into formations, but I think it was a wee bit different formation-wise.
Similar to Wednesday night, Kildare still obviously favoured the right, whereas Kent was playing in the left. But similar, Arfield was in the left and then moving in, trying to join up with the four. But sometimes we make too much of it's the ball dictates and where the ball goes dictates the game, innit?
Yeah, funny enough, on Wednesday night, it was the first time I seen Kent actually closer to Sandy Jardin's side. I think that was in the second half, I think it was. At the opposite side. That's the first time I've ever seen him playing on the opposite side. But I think he'll have done one or two moves right enough. But aye, it was, as I say, a good game. Sets us up, no? I mean, it just gives us a wee bit of hope, but probably no hope, really. But who knows? Football's football, innit?
Steady now. Steady now. The league's not done.
No, it's never over. It's over, but
correct.
It's all half puts. And maybe obviously Arfield will grab the headlines. But who else impressed you, Albert?
The full impressed me with his movement today. Wee Davis impressed me as well. Who else? I thought Big Katic had a really good game. Golson just gives me the willies at times. He really does. When it's too easy like that, he just goes to sleep, in my opinion. You know what I mean? But see, one of the big things that I found... No, Big Golson, no. I kept him
on the list. That'll give him a kick up the backside, you know?
As soon as I finish this conversation, he's going on that list. I thought one of the big things that changed when we played them in the past, we were actually getting fouls today. That referee was actually giving us the fouls when it was a foul. See, last season and probably the beginning of this season, we wouldn't have got most of the fouls. He'd have just let that play on. And Katic caught a couple of bad ones, you know what I mean? And we actually got them for a change, which was nice to see.
I have to agree with you there. I was thinking the exact same thing during the game. I thought the referee had quite a good game, to be perfectly honest. I don't think he missed very much. And I thought Katic, which I said a wee bit earlier, he's putting his body in where other players didn't in the past, you know, or couldn't, whichever the case may be. And I thought that the guys who came in over the last two games and played, they've taken their chance and the opportunity that was given to them. They've taken it, and it's going to take a really good player to get them out. Tell you that.
Well, competition places is a good thing, yeah. Really.
Absolutely.
Getting when you get Morelos and Kent coming back, obviously it might be too late, but you've got to start looking at the big picture going forward, mate.
Well, it's not just about your first 11, Ox, is it? It's about who you've got on the bench as well. You know, you need a good bench. You know, you're going to pick up injuries and suspensions as we've seen this season. You know, we've had a lot of that this season, and I think at times. We've had to go with a fairly depleted squad, so at times, you know, there's not been the options on the bench. I looked at the bench today and thought it was a fairly strong bench today, I have to say. You know, long may that continue. So I just thought it was a really good team performance today, Ox, you know. I was really pleased with the performance, especially after Wednesday night. As I say, the first 15, 20 minutes of the game, I kind of thought, no, another one of these performances, because we played so well the other night, you know, against Hearts. Put them away, no problem. And then we started the game of the day. You know, we looked a bit lacklustre. It took us a while to get into it. But for the first goal onwards, it just looked like nobody, you know, there was only one team going to win that game for me the day, you know. That's a good point Albert was making about the referee in the day. I thought the referee was fairly consistent today for a change. Apart from Defoe's offside, which was never offside. Do you know that 6 goals?
To be fair, mate, that was a linesman. He can't blame
that's what I was going to say, Ox. That's 6 goals we've had disallowed this season, and 5 of them have been shown after the game to be perfectly good goals. 5 of them at the 6. But maybe that's enough point for another night, maybe. I don't know. But it was a really good team performance today. And what you want is, you know, you've got, as far as like the left back position goes now, you know, you've got Flanagan, who's played well in the last couple of games. You know, you've got Halliday, who can play left back, and you've got Barisic, who's injured again. That boy seems to be made of glass for me. We've yet to see what the American boys like at right back. Maybe near the end of the season will they get a wee run out. Well, it'd be nice to see him, you know, just to see what he's capable of. But you know, you need players looking over their shoulder at somebody just waiting to step into that jersey, Ox. Every good team's got players waiting to step in.
Kilmarnock, obviously, it's been frustrating as the season went on, but it's now to put 3 victories together, go to Tynecastle, put another marker down, beat them again.
Yep. I think Davis is coming on to his game. I think he played probably man of the match against Kilmarnock. I think there was an argument for him starting at the Piggery. You know what I mean? which they never did. And then he plays really well against Hearts again. There was a few of them played well in the day, and never let us down. So coming on his game, but then we just need to take it to Hearts in a couple of weeks.
We'll be joined by another caller. I think it's Pool Ranger. Evening, Pool Ranger. I think.
How you doing, boys?
You enjoy that, mate?
Ox, you're putting on my lottery numbers on Wednesday night, I think.
Aye,
2 games, 2-3-0
right.
results.
Aye, 2 in a row, mate. Aye.
That was good.
Just a pity I never get the score right last week.
Aye, well, that's true. Probably this time last week I couldn't really speak to you normally, probably. But no, good performance,
Aye, thoroughly enjoyed it. After 20 minutes, I think it was Rudy said, we got the goal, and then, listen, 3-0 flattered them, mate.
Oh, easily. What impressed me is, Ox, I think we talked about it before the game, is the season could have been over for a lot of players, and they might have just chucked it and thought, well, the season's over, they've won the league, we're second, we might get second. They seem to still be going. They're driving. They're still driving forward. And to a man, 7 and 8, I'd probably give 7 and 8 today to every player on that park.
Anybody disagree with that? 7 and 8?
7 and 8's for our team, aye, absolutely.
I don't think there was a failure in our team today at all.
I thought we played very well, and I was delighted with what do you call him, Defoe. I thought Defoe had a tremendous game, and he's a wee quiet, unassuming guy, but my goodness gracious, he finds wonderful positions. He wanders across that back line, and a couple of chances he got himself, he put them past the post. But one, it should never have been. One was offside, and it was never offside. So I think we get cheated a wee bit there, the boy. But seriously, that third goal to give to Arfield, fantastic, just fantastic.
He's got bags of experience, Bridgeman, hasn't he?
Wonderful.
All you need to do is look at the boy's career, the career he's had. He's a fantastic player, and it's like Jimmy said, he deserved a goal today because his all-round play was top class, I thought. Top class.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. Did anybody notice, or don't know if you want to speak about it or not, about the missiles being thrown at their captain?
We've got all week to speak about it.
Right, okay, pal. Let's leave it at that.
I'm sure there's a story there. I've got my own view on that. It happened that Scottish football gets what it deserves after what happened in the cup final against Hibs. Since then, everything that came to that's been a catalyst. But I'm sure we'll talk about that as the week goes on. But the pairing in the middle, or should I say the three in the midfield, I thought in the first maybe 20 minutes, Jack was slacking possession, along with Candias. But once we get the goal, it gave everybody a lift for me, all better.
It certainly did. It certainly was doing. Just to touch on what Rudy was saying, the 20 minutes off and now to get started. I've got a wee theory on that, if you don't mind me telling you. I think it's when he's working on formations during the week in training, when he brings it into the game, it's taking them that 20 minutes, half an hour to get up to game speed with the new formation. But once they've found their feet, they're brand new. They're actually brand new.
Dominic, I know you're not a formation man.
No, I think
that's a unique sack for the synchronised swimming, wasn't it?
No, it's just a sack for the bingo. I think if the first 20 minutes, I think it was probably pretty even. I think they had a lot of possession, but the game finished 51 to 49 to us, possession-wise, 8 shots and goals.
That doesn't show a real stat, does it? It didn't look like that, did it? No,
it shows that the last 2/3 of the game that we stepped it up and we brought the possession in the second half and the end of the first half when we started getting our goals. So, it was, as I say, it was pleasing to watch. It's a pity about Defoe not getting his goal.
I'll tell you something else. I don't know if he's agreeing it, but some of their young players, that Motherwell young players, look tasty, I'll tell you.
They've got decent players there, mate. Whether they'll kick on, I mean, obviously as the show develops during the week, we might talk about the boy Hasty, but the showed glimpses. We've been joined by another caller. How are we doing, caller? No there. Aye, you're right. They've got some promising youngsters there, but we'll want to wait and see if they kick on and develop into players. couldn't judge any of them too much today, mate, because I think we dominated the game after 20 minutes.
Yep.
I thought we tended to give them and give them the respect they deserve, because they were the home team and they were quite confident in their game and they played their game, and we managed to, shall we say, manage it. And it took probably 15-20 minutes for us to sort of, shall we say, quieten down their pace, and we started to build in our own game. I thought it was a tremendous performance by us, seriously. And our manager sitting in the stand as well, amazing.
They've been pretty successful, Bridge, in the last 5 games at home. They haven't lost. I think they've won actually 5 games in a trot at home. You know, so they came out with a bit of confidence today.
They did indeed, pal. They did indeed.
They've won the last 2 games 3-0, so they have at home.
Yeah, that's right. So they have. You know, so
I think they did very well.
Kamara boys. Kamara, an absolute steal,
player.
You know,
He's a player. 50 grand.
He's an absolute steal.
Steal. That's exactly what he is. And that boy's going to get better and better as far as I'm concerned. See, when he gets a full pre-season with us and then he goes into our midfield for next season, I think he's going to turn out to be a really good player, that boy. For us.
Going to be a star, isn't he? He's got a star looking at him.
Kamara would take the ball in a phone box, wouldn't he?
He's a fantastic player. We've been saying that since the day we signed him, you know. He's going to be he's a star for Rangers for many seasons.
And he's got one of the 2 best midfielders that's going to learn him, Everett Nelson, Steven Gerrard and Gary McAllister. So the boy's going to get, I think the boy's going to end up making us millions in years to come.
Aye. I mean, just as you were saying, the first 20-25 minutes, it was a very even game. Till we come on to the game that we know we can play and what the gaffer had asked them to play. So the 51-49% thing is not a true reflection of the game. Anybody that said that 51-49, then they must have been watching a different game. But on Kamara, I remember his first game for us, and I'd say his own here, and I think this is going to be a star in the making, and I think I've been proved right. If the fee was £50,000, by God, that's a steal. That's an absolute steal. So one for the future for many years. What age is he? 21? 22?
21, I think. Yeah,
21. There you go. 4-year contract he's got to now. So he's definitely a first teamer for the next 3 or 4, 5 seasons. So really pleased that we've got him now. Absolutely wonderful.
Albert, where is he on your list?
Come on.
He's a keeper.
He's definitely a keeper. He's in brackets, by the way, as a keeper. There's no getting near him.
Brilliant player, aye. So you're definitely you've not got a list for him.
See, for the stats one, I don't care about the stats. I'll be honest. I don't think you care either, Jimmy, about the stats. The stats that only matters. I'm the old school, is it? We score more goals than them, and that's what's to that.
That's what I'm saying, mate. The stats thing at the end of the game didn't reflect the game. Anybody that put these stats up obviously was watching a different games. For me, our Rangers were streets ahead, possession-wise, you know. But you're right what you say. The stats don't matter, but just that's the kind of things you throw up all the time.
There's only one stat that matters, Jimmy, as Albert was saying. That final whistle goes as long as you scored one more goal than your opponent, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Are you including the is it Statler and Waldorf you call them, JFK?
Oh, Statler and Waldorf. They'll be on the night, won't they?
Does it not depend on what they say?
Aye, well, it's to stick your finger in a socket again or put your tongue in the battery to see if it's
Can I ask, lads?
On you go, mate.
What's happened to Ulster? And who was a previous? They tried on his stats base before. Young guy.
Ibrox Loyal.
Ibrox Loyal. Aye, where's he?
We don't know what happened to Ibrox Loyal, mate, if I've been honest. And
he fell in love.
I think Ulster's okay, mate.
Fell in love.
I was talking to him at the Kilmarnock game. Everything's fine. I was talking to him the week after that, mate. He's just dealing with family issues, mate.
So just a shout out to be for him, and Mount Vernon as well. He's a phone in.
Mount Vernon's busy, mate. Mount Vernon's busy. He's got a busy year ahead of him. He's took up a job.
Right. Okay. Cool.
He's busy. Yeah. He still listens to me. We're still in touch, mate.
Good stuff.
The one start today. Here's one who will take this to. We'll take this to Rudy, mate. We're the top goal scorers in the league. Did you see that coming?
What was that? 76 or something, isn't it? I think something round about that. Well, I was quite surprised, to be honest, because I hadn't paid much attention to that, and then when I saw that today, I thought, top goal scorers, that just shows you, how fine it is between winning and losing games, and you look at the amount of draws that we've had this season as well, Ox, which has actually cost us big time. I know we've discussed that on the show before, but no, I didn't.
Is that right, Ox? Is that right? I don't think we're the top goal scorers. I don't think we are.
Yeah, we've scored 73 and your team scored 71, mate.
Hey, very nice. Don't see it Sunday and start swearing at you.
That's Ox, yeah, your list all there.
He's on the list, Jim. You're right. You're tapping that list, Ox.
I'm tapping a lot of lists, mate.
That was quite good, that. Superb.
Aye, Albert, does that surprise you?
Aye, it did surprise me because I thought we were maybe 4. I thought we were 3 or 4 still behind them.
Aye, well,
right, okay, right. Now that brings me to this point. And if that's true, listen to this. That's true. All we're looking for is 4 draws and a defeat for them. We'll beat them in 4 draws. And let's be honest, we're getting into the last 5, and every one of the other 4 teams other than us can draw with them. There's no
Can beat them.
No danger.
Can beat them.
And can beat them. But
Yep.
they can definitely draw with them. So the league is not done by a long shot. Not done. My money's still safe.
I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right. The goal difference.
I love it.
The goal difference. There's 5 in it, but we've scored 2 more goals than they have after the day's performance. Yeah.
Well, there you are.
And
So that's right. 4 draws and a defeat is 11 points. So that's right. And that's it. That's us leveling points for them, and we're ahead in goals. We'll win a league.
I can see Hibs beating them. And we really need Kilmarnock to get a performance and take something off them.
They're struggling. They're absolutely struggling. Let's not kid ourselves on. Yesterday's result proved that again.
Yeah.
I think we've
if they
won
don't
as
win-
many games as them.
1 in it. There's 1 in it,
Aye.
mate. Aye. 1 in it.
I think that if they don't win their next game, I think, in fact, the next 2 games, if they get popped out the cup, for instance, their bottle will start to go. And if they don't win against, who is it they play? Hibs. They play Hibs in the league. I think it is anyway. And
Enough.
No, I'm just saying. That's the next 2 games for them. If they don't
I know
win
it's
them,
the fixtures you look for first,
Yeah.
but
Of course.
Are you shocked at that? We're the top goal scorers in the league, and then Rudy.
Ops, can I just nip in there quickly? I need to dive out. I need to go and speak to somebody.
All right, mate.
I'd just like to thank all the guys, because obviously, Ops, I spoke to you last week. I spoke to my old man and that. He's been listening to your show the last couple of weeks, and it's keeping him going and all, Ops. And I spoke to you, so keep it going, guys, all right? He's loving it, I'm loving it, and I'll speak to you in a bit, all right?
All right. Give your regards to your old man. I hope he's feeling all right, mate. Yeah.
I will do, buddy. Thanks very much.
cheers, Paul.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, Bill. Hey, Bill.
Rudy, then JFK. Yeah. Top goal scorers. Shocked?
Aye, wee bit surprised. I mean, not so much shocked. Wee bit surprised. You've got somebody like Alfredo who scored 29 goals. You expect to be up there and near enough. But I'm a wee bit like Albert. I thought, because I hadn't looked at it too closely, so I kind of thought they maybe had 3 or 4, maybe 5 on us or something like that. So I was quite surprised by that the day. And that just points to me. It points to the last minute goals that we've lost. We're 5 goal difference. So you can go back to 4 or 5 games where we've drawn in the last minute of the game now, can't you? With goals that were scored. And that's where these 5 goals have came from, and why we've dropped to points, why we're sort of 11 points behind them now. And that's it's frustrating, actually, think that we're top goal scorers, and yet we've drawn so many games as well, which has had us trailing them by 11 points. But I was a wee bit surprised, I have to say.
All right, somebody's joined us. How we doing, caller? I think it's
Ops, how you doing? Big Stevie for the drum, mate.
Oh, how we doing, mate?
All
How
right,
you doing,
boys,
Big Stevie
how are
boy?
you? Aye, bang on. A wee bit of a sore heat. I was with Mr. Logan last night. Oh,
Were you
serious
out there?
Aye, yes, I was. And they don't water their drink down out there. Just let me tell you, I'm dying. I've never even made the game. But I'll tell you what, I done more than Daniel Candias today. I was lying in my pit. There you go. How did that man stein that parts along, man?
Absolutely. He was involved in the first goal, and after that, I couldn't even tell you nothing else he'd done right. You know, I just think if the wee man's want any glimmer of hint at all, the next 5 games he'll need to get his finger out when he gets a chance, because 1 game in 5 or 1 game in 6 is no good enough for Glasgow Rangers. I'm sorry. He has an odd good game where he sticks out like a sore thumb. And the annoying thing is, you know he's going into his locker, but he has to do it on a regular basis. I just think the wee man's card's marked now, and I think in the summer you'll not see him again. I really do.
But it is, Stevie, I said that a couple of weeks ago, I don't think we'll see him after the summer. Do you think he knows that? You think he's thinking, right, I'm off it summer?
Maybe, Rudy, aye. Maybe, aye. I just think one game in 5's no good enough for us, you know. And it's, as I said, it gets frustrating because, you know, the wee man's got it. You know, there's games there you're going, wow, what a player. And then he just disappears off the radar and he comes on. I mean, tell me something contributed today. He done absolutely hee-haw.
Aye. I agree, Stevie, I agree. But
it was a waste of clay today, guys, let's be honest. If we want to get things sorted for next season, we've lost this league in my eyes through all the silly draws. And it's down to guys like him, no pulling his weight. And the bottom line is, 1 game in 5's no good enough for Glasgow Rangers. I'm not wanting to come on and put things in a wee downer, because it was a good 3 points. The last couple of games were played well, some nice football. Scotty Arfield took his goals well, and I thought we'd done all right. Did
Candace no break down the play for the second goal and pass it to Jack, then Jack put it through to Arfield?
I think he was involved. He was involved in the first goal and all. But, I mean, how many players were involved in the goals and the breaking downs and stuff, you know? But it's a team game.
It's not his work rate, Steve. It's his quality on the ball.
Aye.
He can't fault his work rate. It's his quality on the ball. I agree
with that, aye. It was non-existent today, and it's not good enough. You think with him getting back in and getting played for the start, they've got in about it, and the Cadiz we know that he can do, you know, and I just think, no, 1 game in 5's no good enough for Glasgow Rangers. You know, things we need to get right for next season. Let's be honest, guys. You've got to be cruel to be kind. You need to get. I mean, I know. Fox maybe disagree, but Tav's not a captain. Candice 1 in 5's no good enough. I like all these guys, but they're no good enough for us. No, Tav's good enough to be in the Rangers team, but no as a captain, 110%. But the bottom line is, I just think if we're getting things right on next season, guys like Candace, 1 in 5's no good enough. I'm sorry, guys. That's just my opinion.
Your opinion,
you know?
Albert?
Oh, I agree. He's not good enough. I agree. I don't think he had that bad a game today, right enough. But I agree with Stevie. It's not good enough that he's not putting it in every week. And I don't. And like yourself, it's the quality on the ball that lets him doing big time. You know what I mean? And we need to get better quality. There's no getting away for that one. As for Tav, I agree with Bridge when Bridge tells you that the Rangers captain's not been signed yet. I don't think there's a captain in the dressing room yet, and the Rangers captain's not there yet. Whoever that's going to be, don't ask me. I don't know. But we've no got a captain. Golson thinks he's a captain, but he keeps dozing off for wee sleeps during the game. I don't know why, but he just thinks it's all too easy. You know what I mean?
Well, see against the but what summed my captaincy up for me was, we didn't compete in the first half at the Chamber of Secrets, right? We didn't compete there at the Pedo Dome, all right? So I'm saying to myself, who in that dressing room's going to pin somebody against the wall and say, how you get your finger out? And I can't see anybody. I really can't. I don't know if it's part of being spoiled over the years where you had, maybe a Richard Gough or Terry Butcher or Ian Ferguson or even Gorham or somebody. You could see them pinning each other up against the wall. Maybe going right ahead.
McGregor.
Probably, aye. But the bottom line, that's look, I like Tav. He's a great player. His stats are unbelievable. The goals he scored, playing in defence, and his assists, unbelievable. But he's not a captain. I'm sorry. He's not a captain. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about bringing the boys down. Good 3 point. Let's take it into the next game, guys, and let's hope. I mean, it's so annoying, isn't it? They dropped points yesterday. We should have got something at the Chamber of Secrets. I can't. I'm absolutely gutted at the fact that they've not beat us for the league. We've flung them. We beat ourselves for it, honestly, guys. All the silly draws. So it crucifies me, it really does. But anyway, listen, boys, I've
not done yet, mate.
Huh?
No done yet.
Oh no, the white flag never goes up with me either. But it gets you so angry because you should be a lot closer to what we are now, guys. I hope you agree.
We should have scooshed it. We should have actually scooshed it. You're right with that. Aye. But it's not done yet. That mob is going to collapse. I'm telling you.
You're right.
The man up and you come, mate. The man up.
There will be. You know, Stevie, there will be no surrender.
I think they could be close to collapsing, you know what I mean? But Kamara, what a find, what a player. He's just coming on to a game as well. Is he a better find than Morelos? Money-wise and potential selling-wise in the future? A few years down the line, hopefully.
Well, you consider you're basically going for a free. We gave 50 grand to get him early. The boy looks as if he's got potential, but I think it'll be Christmas before we can judge him, mate.
50 grand, that's a basic salary, isn't it? A yearly salary on Rangers Radio.
It's a pound off every one of the bells at Ibrox, isn't it? 50 grand. That's it.
Basic salary, that might be Bridges, aye. He wants to keep going because of the double time on a Sunday. He was delighted when he seen all the games were on a Sunday. He says, "Oh, that's great, we get double time off a fork."
Superb.
Anyway, I mean, Kamara, Steele, by the way, funny enough, I agree strongly with Stevie about Candias. I think us to move to the next level, he's one of the guys that will unfortunately be a candidate. Rudy Bear, then JFK.
I think the boy's jacket's on a sugarly peg. If you look at next season, we've got the boy coming. Jordan Jones is coming in. Jamie Murphy's going to be back. We'll probably still have Grezda there. You'll probably have Middleton, who'll still probably be part of the first team squad. Remains to be seen what's going to happen with Ryan Kent. Do we get him in another year's loan? I really hope so, because I really like Ryan Kent. So when you look at all that, and then, regardless who, the 5 names I've just mentioned there, you look at the summer, who are they going to bring in the summer? It looks like they've got a bit of interest in the boy Hasty, which we'll discuss during the week, as you said, who's looks a tasty young player to me. I think Daniel's jacket's on a sugarly peg, unfortunately, and as I say, I said that a couple of weeks ago. I think he knows he's coming to the end of his Rangers career, and I think I really like Candias as well. I love his effort, I really do. He's been such a big part of some of the really good results that we've had this season, none more so than in Europe too. Thinking back to the back heel for Alfredo's goal against Rapid Vienna, which was a brilliant bit, and it was the way he won the ball in the midfield and then back-heeled it as he came out of defence. Got to the ball just before the big defender got to it. Twists, back-heels it without even looking at it, which is fantastic. But he doesn't do that often enough, unfortunately, Ox. And we need him to do that way more often. And I just think he's not capable of doing it on a consistent basis, unfortunately.
JFK?
Yeah, there's not been any bigger fan on here than me for Daniel Candias. I think his work rate's been fantastic, but the way he's been playing recently, guys, is as if he's just playing his time out. He's still got that engine in him, but his contribution otherwise, I know he had a hand in a couple of goals a day and that, but most of the games now, he looks as if he's just he's 31 now, he's 32 in about a month's time, I think it is, 6 weeks' time, so I think he's maybe realises that the players that Rudy spoke about there, that there's a chance there that his time has come, so if it's got to be, then got to be, but there's no one player bigger than Rangers, as we've all said, so if it's his time up, it's his time up. But it'd be sad to see him go, if he does go, because I think that his all-round work rate in a game, as you said, Ox, yeah, sometimes it's his work rate in a game, it doesn't necessarily need to be, his passing sometimes lets him down, but I think the day you talked earlier about giving everybody an 8, a 9, or 7 or 8. If you were giving everybody marks a day, probably the bottom mark would have been Candias. So 5 or a 6 and that. So I would say that he sees the end coming for him soon. So It's a pity, but we'll soon see.
Do we think Gerrard in the stand had any effect in the game, or do you think he just put his starting 11 out and we just played without much input for the stand?
Oh, that's a fair comment. Gerrard doesn't seem to go nuts at the side anyway, does he? He seems pretty calm.
He leaves that. He keeps that for the referees inside later on, doesn't he? Apparently, it's
maybe something we can talk about in the coming week, guys. Because I know we've got maybe a fortnight break. One of the topics, but I would like to maybe think that sooner rather than later, obviously for next season, that I'm not saying replace McAllister, but I think we should bring somebody else in alongside him. I've got a couple of names which I'll throw in during the next week, guys.
That ain't going to happen, mate. They come as a pack.
Sorry?
They come as a pair, mate.
I didn't say we'd let them go. What I'm saying is I feel that there's somebody else needs to come in.
We can talk about that on, let me see, the 1st of June. Or there's no show.
Well, if it was up to me, I wouldn't have Gary McAllister there. I don't think he brings anything to the team. That's just my opinion.
That's the thing about number 2s. You never know what they cause, and you don't see what they do.
Mustn't prevaricate JFK. Come out and say it as you mean it, pal.
Aye. It doesn't hang back to your JFK, does he, Bridge?
Stuart McCall. Yeah.
Wow. So had his chance.
You were keeping that a secret.
I know, but he's going to snib me, so I thought I better come in with it all, Bear. You're just you
can't be a Mason, Jimmy. You can't be a Mason letting secrets lie.
I'm doing to one lollipop a show the news it is, and that's the minimum.
You get 2 for a Sunday, JFK, 2 for a Sunday.
Oh dear, can't you wait?
2 for a Sunday. It's your point of view, mate. You're entitled to it. Anybody else see it similar?
I don't see that happening. So I think, did you mention this a couple of weeks ago, JFK?
No,
Jimmy?
he was getting rid of Steve Gerrard 2 weeks ago.
No, I remember you mentioning it, Jimmy, and I don't think that'll happen because I think Steven Gerrard will do well. I think he's got his team there, and regardless of what happens next season, I think that will be his team next season. I don't think he'd wear somebody coming in and kind of, maybe, especially if it was somebody he hadn't picked himself personally. I think the team that he's got there is going to be there. I can see me a wee bit under. I can sort of understand where you're coming from, Jimmy. But I think Steven Gerrard's got to be give his own head next season, and see how he gets on. We'll get some new signings in the summer. Hopefully we'll get some quality in. Because like Macy's, Jimmy, I don't think we're that far away now. I think just another, maybe 3-4 quality players, and I think we'll be up there next season, Jimmy. I really do. So I think
to finish
next season.
To finish, we'll go to Albert to comment on that, then Bridgeman.
As far as I'm concerned, Jimmy, it's quite simple. It's a result-based business, know what I mean? So if we don't get the results next year, Gerrard will be there, let alone McAllister, know what I mean? So it's one of the... And it's difficult to find out if it's a good or bad number 2 because you never really see or hear what they do, you know what I mean? I don't know what he does, I know. So it's difficult, but it's results. If the results are not there and we don't start winning trophies and competing in a league and winning leagues, which we're doing this year, the 2 will not be there. So we've just got to wait and see. But I'm confident that they'll get it right, both of them. I think they're a good team, actually. You don't always need the 2 same type people, you know what I mean? It's to bounce off each other. You need that wee sort of variety, and I think that's what they bring to each other, a wee bit of different character to the positions, you know what I mean?
Anyway, we've reached that time of the day. Bridgeman.
Can I just say that I thought Gary McAllister did very well. He took charge today. Well done to him, and he got a fine result while the managers was serving his ban. And I think he is, much like Oxia says, I think he's one of a pair, and I don't think anything will happen that way. But as you said there, JFK is entitled to his comment on that. Quite happy with that. Can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, what a mollication of Motherwell today. Well done, the Rangers. Keep it going for the Rangers. Keep it going.
Can I just... somebody's really important to the show. It's a special day to them. All School Blue, who does keeps the site going, does a lot of technical work for us. It would have been his old man's birthday today on the 7th of April. And it was his old man Hughie who introduced All School to the famous Glasgow Rangers. So without Hughie, Old School wouldn't be doing all this work for us. So my thoughts go to Old School and his family today on Hughie's birthday.
Here.
Take it away, Old School.
Here.
Yeah.
I've sailed the wide Atlantic, across the broad Pacific shore. I've sailed around the stormy capes, I've heard the parties roar. I fly the Indian Ocean, I've sailed the China Sea. But there's a sea back home in Scotland, means more than all the rest to me. It's the blue, yes, the blue sea of my brow. It's the greatest sight that I have ever seen. It's the blue, yes, the blue sea of my brow. And it happens when the orange beat the green. No more I'll sail the seven seas, no more I'll ever roam. No more I'll feel the urge again, I'm back where I belong. At 3 o'clock each Saturday, I'll join a happy throng with Rangers banners all around. We'll proudly sing this song. It's the blue, yes, the blue sea of my brow. It's the greatest sight that I have ever seen. It's the blue, yes, the blue sea of my brow. And it happens when the orange beat the green. It's the blue, yes, the blue sea of my brow. It's the greatest sight that I have ever seen. It's the blue, it's the blue sea of my brow.